It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Two teams, only one ring. Welcome to the finals on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith here to tip off the final chapter in this year's NBA story. It's game one of the finals. And our postseason coverage tonight is from Miami, as the Heat will be playing against the Sacramento Kings. And guys, for the Kings, a tooth and nail series for them in the conference finals. It all came down to a deciding Game 7. We can only hope these NBA finals contain just as much drama. It all comes down to this. Two teams remaining, one Larry O'Brien trophy to give out. Shaq, what do you expect to see out of each club's stars?
Well, one, you got to keep your teammates involved. Definitely got to be unselfish. If that doesn't work, do what you do. When the time calls, take over the game, baby.
Well, sometimes in the NBA Finals, a star can be created. Right? You know, this is when you make your fame. You know, sometimes a role player ends up making the biggest difference, and he is no longer a role player.
Like you did in '94 when you hit 7 threes in Game 1.
I wasn't counting. I didn't realize.
Kenny hates it when you bring that up.
Yeah, that was. Don't bring up that.
We send you out to Kevin Harlan now as they get ready for the opening tip.
Polishing my ring.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Sacramento Kings clinched the conference championship that climaxed in a Game 7 showdown. But now, they need 4 more wins to reach their ultimate goal. It all starts right here, right now, against the Miami Heat. The pinnacle of the postseason, the NBA Finals, is here.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's the Sacramento Kings and the Miami Heat. You look at Miami, the top seed, possessing home court advantage, and they're looking to come out and make a statement here in this first game.
And it does not get any bigger than this. The NBA Finals, the world's attention fixed on this court tonight, but surrounded by the embrace of their home crowd. They'll look to start this series with a win.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Bamba. Buddy Hield is out there with Young. Then it's Bagley. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And you can see it in terms of protecting the rim. Drummond has the ability. He just needs to stay active on a consistent basis.
Now, here's Oladipo. Richardson finds Drummond. Back to Richardson. Makes it off the glass. Richardson's got the first points of the night for the Heat.
A nice little way to take the early lead.
I see the effort, already pushing the action, trying to establish a presence.
Here's Bamba. Shots good from Young.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Oladipo taking his time here. George. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Knocked away. Oladipo, the pass to Richardson. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
Here's Oladipo. Good defensive work there by Young.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
Thompson with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Thompson against Oladipo. It's stolen by Oladipo. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, that's another good play call. They are shooting 80% to start this game.
Oladipo against Young. Pass to Bagley. Young up top by Oladipo. And Young kicks to Bagley. He on the clock. Thompson for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nice play call. You know Clay's deadly in the catch and shoot game. Get him the rock.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And it's Drummond with the jam.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. So the Kings call timeout, their first.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor. But that does take a lot of discipline.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Fred Hoiberg.
We talked about game 1 and what it would mean for them to win it on the road. He told me we're up against the best our conference has to offer. It would be a huge victory for us. But more important than that, they'd realize that we're going to fight them every step of the way in this series. Well, looks like this is going to be a tough one. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here is George. Miami shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hield the pass to Bagley. Hield kicks to Bamba. Passes to Young. Poked away. It's stolen by Oladipo. George with no one around. Miami no good on that time either. The Kings trail by 7. Thompson, high post. To the middle. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Got to pay attention to Thompson. He can sky up for those slams.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Richardson finds George. At the elbow, it's Drummond. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Young. Here's the pass to Hield. On the wing, Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads from 13. And too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Bobbed up there for Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
The Kings trail by 9. Hield outside. Knocks it loose. Here's Oladipo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Miami, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That's good from Oladipo. Winslow's checked in for the Heat. And then for Sacramento, he's checked in for Bamba. Gordon comes in for Bagley. And the Machine subbed in for Buddy Hield. So he gets them both. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Third is Andre Drummond and, of course, B.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
The Kings trail by 11. Pass to Young. Outside Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Little. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And it's Miami's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Richardson, good.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game. And the fans here, they know it.
Here's the Machine. Thompson looking for an opening. On the high post. And it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Two on the clock.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Here's Richardson. He's got 6. And here's Oladipo. And he lays it straight in. Oladipo's got 6.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Now, here is Young. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
The Heat leading by 16. Richardson kicks to George. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 7.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Oladipo. Lobbed up there for Drummond. The shot, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Young. Just 5 on the clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Young.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
And so Young nails them both. And Miami has possession. 17-point game. Oladipo outside. Lead away. It's hauled in by Gordon. Sacramento's gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Little. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. The Machine's got his first basket.
Well, not the best look they can get, but at the end of the day, it's all about shot making.
George against Gordon. And George kicks to Oladipo. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. Over Gordon. Miami no good on that time either. The Kings trail by 15. Young passes to Thompson. And a miss there on the triple. Miami's gone 2 of 3 from deep so far in this game. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Thompson against Winslow. The Heat have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And he knocks down the first one. And Richardson drops them both.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Young against Oladipo. And Young kicks to Gordon. Hits the jumper in space.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor. But that does take a lot of discipline.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Drummond. Bam Adebayo comes in for George. Wade, he's checked in for Richardson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Victor Oladipo. And then for Sacramento, Bamba is checked in for Thompson. Hield comes in for the Machine. Young is subbed in for Young. And Sacramento has possession. Following the score by Miami. Left side, Gordon. Passes it to Bull. Just 5 on the clock. Hield finds Gordon, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And there's the pass to Dinwiddie. Over Young. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
Goal, that's good.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Dinwiddie passes to Winslow. There's 1:34 left to play in the first. Stolen by Bamba. Wade against Hield. Sacramento moving it around. Bamba kicks to Young. A 3. A shot, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Winslow with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And it goes down 2 points. And the Heat lead by 17.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Gordon, the pass to Hield. Now Bamba. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hield. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Miami leading by 17. Wade has the open look. And the Heat, another 3.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast or do they go right for the juggler?
27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie kicks to Wade. Fades back. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I tell you, on fire all period long. And this is how you want to start the game.
They built up a monster lead on the heels of great shooting. Love the attack mindset here.
The Heat leading by 20. On the court for Sacramento, we've got Aaron Gordon. Young is up there with Buddy Hield. And it's the machine, and it's Bull in at the center, filling out the middle. Nurkic can't hit.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Count it. Young's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Kings.
This is what your spacing is designed to do. Find cracks in the defense.
Wade passes to Dinwiddie. On the wing, Winslow. Clock is at 3. Just his first attempt. And Bull pulls it down.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
Gordon the pass to Bull. And Young kicks to Gordon. Here's Bull. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, love the job they're doing here of getting into the teeth of that defense.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Young. Dinwiddie kicks to Adebayo. Now here's Nurkic. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 6. Dinwiddie dishes to Nurkic. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Now here's Wade after the miss from Buddy Hield. Stolen away. And Young, here we go. It's good from Gordon on the assist from Young.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. bringing it up now for the Heat. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Now, here's Nurkic. And that time, also a missed shot.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
That one drops for him. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
D-Wade can shrug off contact. It takes a lot to throw him off his shot.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Young, here we go. Bull. No good from outside. The Heat leading by 15. Winslow kicks to Wade. There's Dinwiddie, defended by Young. Dinwiddie passes to Nurkic. Open and close and nails it. Nurkic has got his first bucket in this one.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Pass to Bull. And here is Hield. Feeds it to Gordon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
2 shots, gentlemen.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Miami leading by 15. Dinwiddie kicks to Winslow. Pass to Wade. And it's blocked. Clock at 4. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
That one was from deep, deep, deep.
Oh, that's amazing. Gordon kicks to Hield. Pass to Bull. Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back. Chalk up 2 there. Miami's won 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Now a timeout called by Miami. And a new group in for the Heat. Andre Drummond's checked in for Adebayo. Paul George comes in for Winslow. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And then for Sacramento, Bagley, he's checked in for B. Thompson comes in for Buddy Hield. Young is subbed in for Young. Here's the machine after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Knocked away to the inside. Gordon with it. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Kicks to Bagley. A 3-pointer off the mark. Miami leading by 18. George finds Richardson. Now Oladipo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The Heat have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one. The Kings trail by 19, and Young kicks to Thompson. Traps in the tray. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Thompson is just as consistent as they come from three-point land.
George looking over the floor. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And there's the feed to Young. Oladipo with the block. He's looking for Richardson and finds him. Young trying to break free. Richardson, no luck. For Sacramento, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Thompson dishes to Young. Off target from three-point range. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Miami. He feeds it to Nurkic, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings. The Heat have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And that one misses.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And he sinks the second. Now Young. That's tipped. The pass to Little. Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. The 3 from George. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Kings trail by 18. Young pass to Gordon. Sacramento moving it around. Bagley kicks to Young. Thompson for the triple. And it's Miami with the rebound. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Richardson. Outside, George. To the paint. Here's Drummond. It's tipped.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
Richardson finds Drummond. Oladipo outside. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Now here's Gordon. 8 points for him. Out to Thompson. Six to shoot over Richardson, and the Kings check on 2 more.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Outside, George. They get it again. And another shot. Can't get the layup.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Pass to Young. He kicks it to Bagley. Now the dish to Thompson. Over Drummond. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
And some changes here for the Kings. Bamba comes in for Gordon, and it's Buddy Hield in for the Machine. Oladipo dishes to Drummond. From deep, George. The rebound by Young.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Hield, the pass to Bagley. He dishes it to Thompson. Over George. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Heat leading by 15. Feeds to Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here is Young. Here's Drummond. And here's Richardson. Over Hield. Nurkic scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Bagley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Young against Oladipo. Three-pointer, Hield. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
There's Nurkic. He has 5. Oladipo outside to the middle. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's Bamba. Young outside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
He's checked in for Sacramento. Joseph Young comes in for Young. The Kings have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
One shot.
In this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Richardson. 10 points for him. Now, here's Oladipo. Down low. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Now, here's Bamba. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Young, here we go. Bull can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Passes it to Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Oh, Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Thompson inside the line, cans the shot from the wing. Thompson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Prolific, efficient. If he were given enough opportunities, Clay might even lead the league in scoring.
And so it's Miami. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With active hands in the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, you know, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, you know, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, we certainly hope you enjoyed the first half. There's nothing like the NBA Finals. I'm Ernie Johnson with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Looking at Miami, they've taken this opening game by storm, playing championship-level ball on both ends of the floor. If the first half is any indication of what this series will be like, we may be in for a show. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back. American Airlines Arena, visible on the far right of your screen in that overhead shot of downtown Miami. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
Here's Oladipo. They've got Oladipo. Andre Drummond is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Richardson, and it's George in at the small forward position. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Now here's Drummond. Shoots over Bamba. No good off the back of the rim. George against Thompson. Young taking his time here. Dishes to Bamba. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Young. From deep. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And so George will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Oladipo. Here's Drummond. A beautiful reverse layup. Drummond's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Heat.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Hield outside. Over Richardson. Hield can't hit. The Heat leading by 17. Inside. It's stolen by Bagley. On the wing, Hield. Richardson cover. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Really, a lack of focus coming out of the break. So far, they are 0 for 3.
The pass to Drummond. Shoots over Bamba. And it's Drummond missing.
just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
He did a nice job of keeping him off the block, didn't let him get deep post position.
Sacramento shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
And Oladipo kicks to George. Here's Adebayo. It's Richardson on the wing. A 15-footer. Here's Drummond. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Young passes to Bagley. Back to Young. Bamba with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Healed against Oladipo. Bamba kicks to Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. Miami grabs the miss. Drummond's.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Young against Oladipo. Young, right side. Thompson dishes to Bamba. Bounce pass, Young. Thompson outside. Launches a 3. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Miami leading by 14. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Young finds Thompson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thompson's got 17 now.
Aggressive into the teeth of the defense. Clay showing he's not just a threat on the perimeter.
Pass to Oladipo. Down low. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got his 7th assist in the game. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Some changes for Sacramento. Gordon's checked in for Klay Thompson, and the Machine subbed in for Buddy Hield. Moment here now for an injury report. Now for an update on Trae Young's injury. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Kings, and the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. Losing a player of this caliber would be difficult.
Nabbing another steal.
Again and again, he finds a way to seize possessions away.
He's amazing, and now he's tied for second all-time GA in steals for a postseason game.
A 4-way tie with Mookie Blaylock, Tim Hardaway, and Craig Hodges. Is he done, or can he claim a new mark? Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
And Miami has possession. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Drummond passes to Oladipo. No good that time. Good defensive work there by Young. The Kings trail by 12. to Little. Kicks it to Bamba. Here's the machine, defended by George. Just 5 to shoot. Young finds Gordon over Richardson. And it's Gordon missing.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away. He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Young pass to Bamba. Now Gordon. From past the arc. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Little.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
And the Heat with some changes. Nurkic checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Josh Richardson. Sacramento also making some changes. He's checked in for Bagley. Klay Thompson comes in for Gordon. Young is subbed in for Young. Here's the machine. Wade is covered. Little passes to Bull. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Andre Drummond, 4th.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And so George will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 11. Oladipo against Young. Fades. Drummond. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. The Kings trail by 11. Passes it to Little. Out left to the wing. Oladipo against Young. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Oladipo. Nice form on the 20-footer. Oladipo's got 4 points in the quarter. Sacramento's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Thompson outside. Laying soft on the front of the rim and drops. The Heat leading by 11. Wade kicks to Oladipo. Here's George. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got assist number 8 now on the night. For Sacramento, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. On the wing, Young's shot is up.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
The Kings trail by 13. Here's Little. And he can't jam it through. Wade kicks to Oladipo. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a drop.
He swipes the ball away again.
And he's now claimed 2nd all-time for steals in a playoff game.
I mean, this is unbelievable how he's been able to impose his will defensively.
And 9 steals, placing him 1 shy of Allen Iverson's record for a single game playoff steal.
The Kings shooting 43% from the floor. And another steal for him.
And his unbelievable run of steals continues. Now tied for the most ever in a playoff game.
And you can't call it carelessness by the offense at this point. His activity level has forced the issue.
And he's now tied with the answer, Allen Iverson. What a night.
And stolen by Drummond. Oladipo against Young. High post, Nurkic. Now here's Drummond. Defense is right there. Heat moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Wade connects from three-point range. Wade's got 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Oladipo against Young. Thompson outside. Back to Young. Stolen by Wade. Thompson against George. To the paint. Here's Oladipo. It's deflected. Here's Bowl. Defended by George. Young dishes to Bamba. Knocks it loose. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And they've been just a little too casual with the basketball. It continues to haunt them.
And the Heat with some changes. Adebayo is checked in for Drummond. Winslow comes in for George. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Oladipo. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Bagley, he's checked in for Bamba. Gordon comes in for Thompson. Fields checked in for the Machine. And Joseph Young subbed in for Young. Here's Wade. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Hield. The Kings trail by 20. Gordon the pass to Bowl. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Sacramento's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Poked away. It's stolen by Wade. And it's the Heat on the break. Winslow's running. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Dwayne Wade at the stripe. How many times have we said that before? He lives there.
For Miami, they have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Wade. And Wade drops them both. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Young passes to Bowl. Now, here is Young. Now the pass to Gordon. He kicks it to Hield. Clock at 6. Pass to Bagley. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Heat.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
There's Winslow. Adebayo. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Pass to Gordon. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. That's a 2 from Hield. Nice shot from the wing. Hield's got 4 points now in the quarter. 11 seconds left to play here in the third. Dinwiddie kicks to Wade. Over Hield, and no good. Trying to use the glass. And so it's the Miami Heat cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. The machine is out there with Gordon. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then there's B. And it's Young in at point.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
Wade feeling it out a bit. Kicks it to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Just 5 to shoot. From the line. Here's Adebayo. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Heat lead by 21.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Passes it to Gordon. Back to Young. Here's Bol. Knocked loose. Here's Nurkic. And Bol pulls it down. Bol's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Dinwiddie passes to Wade. The dish to Dinwiddie. Back to Wade. It's going by Hield. To the paint. Here's Little. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. The machine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Here's Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but the guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Back to Hield. In the corner, it's Gordon. Here's Bol. Nurkic with the block. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Young. The pass to Adebayo. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Wade. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And Dwayne Wade will do work on you from the mid-range if you let him.
Young outside. Left side, Gordon. Fade away. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Gordon. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Pass to Bol. Wade with the defensive effort.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
That one goes in.
With Winslow, physical play doesn't necessarily take him out of his rhythm.
And Young kicks to Gordon. That one, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Young passes a little. pass to Bull. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Miami Heat. It's an 18-point game. And the Heat call time here. And a new group in for the Heat. Andre Drummond's checked in for Adebayo. Paul George comes in for Justice Winslow. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And then for Sacramento, Bamba is checked in for Gordon. Thompson comes in for Buddy Hield. Young is subbed in for Joseph Young. To the inside.
And at 6'7", Thompson could be a nightmare to match up with down low. The defense pretty much has to foul him when he's that far inside and hope he misses.
And he knocks down the first one.
Klay Thompson's game has evolved. Came into this league as a knockdown shooter. Now he's one of the better all-around players we have.
And so he makes both from the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Well, Heat leading by 16. And Oladipo kicks to George. Over Thompson. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Oladipo. 14 points for George.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Tipped away. To the middle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Nice work. Difficult shot against good defense. Klay has a lot of confidence in his abilities.
And Oladipo kicks to Drummond. Thompson against George. Passes it to Nurkic. 5 to shoot. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Young passes a little. Young against Oladipo. And Young, here we go. Misses from close range.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Richardson finds Drummond. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Hard not to bite on Drummond's pump fake. You have to get up quick to have any chance to contest this shot.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
He throw good, Drummond.
A 5-star recruit out of high school, Drummond, one of the more talented centers we have in the game.
And both free throws good for Drummond.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Young taking his time here. Bamba's shot is off. Heat leading by 20. Inside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Where you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
And Young, here we go. There's the pass to Bull. Hands it from downtown. Bulls got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Young against Oladipo. And Drummond closes it down.
And this is what can happen when Drummond gets into a rhythm, able to score with some consistency.
And here are the Kings now. And Young kicks to Bamba. Thompson against Richardson. Thompson with it. Pass to Bamba. And that one, good.
And really, when Bamba has this positioning, you got to get it to him. He's a very reliable scorer from there.
Oladipo, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Oladipo. Thompson against George. A floater. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bulls got 9 rebounds now tonight. He dishes it to Young. He kicks it to Thompson. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Nurkic. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. Hield comes in for the Machine. Here's Hield to the inside. Here's Bamba with the second effort. He lays it in. Bamba's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. The unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Here's Adebayo, and it's blocked. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Heat leading by 17. Oladipo outside. Shot on the wing. Thompson with the rebound.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor. Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Oladipo draws the double. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the league pass.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush, there's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
And he had to be the pick, no doubt. He's had an astonishing number of steals. He's kind of been a thorn in their side all game. Just clogging up passing lanes and playing really tight D on the ball.
What a way to start the series. If this game is any indication, he's going to be an unstoppable force the next few games. Pass to Bamba. And Thompson kicks to Young. Back to Thompson. Puts up a three. And another three for Sacramento.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try this strategy. Works when you're hot, but works against you when you're not.
Here's Oladipo. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Young against Oladipo. Young outside. Passes to Bagley. Clock at 6. And finished off by Bagley.
Just skilled at attacking on the drive. He's got the size and mobility. Bagley just really tough to contain.
Oladipo finds George. Drummond in the post. The kick out to Oladipo. Fires from deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game one in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this performances against a tremendous opponent. Big win for Miami.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense.
Nabbing another steal.
And he's answered the moment with one of the all-time great defensive performances I've ever witnessed.
I agree. On the attack, he has now set a new single-game playoff record for steals.
And with this achievement, he surpasses the great Allen Iverson, whose steal mark had stood since 1999.
Miami's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Drummond. It's blocked.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
Shooting from Sacramento, Buddy Hield, taking 2 shots.
Shoot.
Free throw drops for Hield. And so he hits both. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now George. Over Thompson. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 17.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
Young inside. Guarded by Oladipo.
I love the technique he uses. Leveraging his position down low. Then just using sheer size to snatch the rebound.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Victor. You've been really playing well on offense of late. What's going right for you at that end of the floor?
Patience, man. Experience, belief, faith, all the above, man. Just coming out here working on my game. I'm just going to continue to keep growing, continue to keep staying close to my teammates, continue to keep working hard, and continue to keep getting better.
That is a crowded locker room with all those things in there. Thanks, Victor. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.